Hi, my name is Chad Morarend. I'm Scoutmaster of Troop 51. You know, it was about a little over 7-8 years ago. My neighbor across the street was Cub Master at Pack 55 at the time, and had asked me to be a Tiger leader. And kind of started from there when I got involved with the Scouts. You know, the biggest change for me is just going from Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts, the whole boy-led part, and letting the boys do more of the work. The Cub Scout stuff is actually a whole lot harder than the Boy Scout stuff is, just because the boys take ownership with it, whereas Cub Scouts, you're just kind of chasing your tail, and the Scouts sometimes there. But definitely, and it's far more rewarding, you know, seeing the older boys kind of take those leadership roles, and even seeing my own 4 sons kind of step into those roles as they've gotten older. You know, with 4 boys, that is pretty much our activity. If it's not at home, stuff around the house, it's pretty much scouting for us there. And my wife as well, she's kind of the go-to runner for us and that kind of stuff. So it's been nice. It's been nice, and it's been the one thing that I've really seen is my youngest son, who's still in grade school, who will cross over to our troop this summer. He's just hardcore about it, and just Cub Scouts just doesn't hold him anymore, and he definitely wants to be a part of the troop. So is part of the troop, just not officially yet. So you know, it was early on when I read the Scout Oath and Scout Law. It wasn't, they've changed it since, but that wasn't a real big part of Cub Scouting. And the first time I had read it, it really struck me. It just really struck me as real positive citizenship. I mean, just kind of that essential element that underlies, I mean, so much of different faiths, and again, I may be naive, but I think if in a broader society even took a piece of the Scout Oath and Scout Law to heart, we'd have a better world than what we've got. So. Oh, I've got a lot of favorite scouting stories. One of the neatest experiences I had was just about a little over a year ago at the Camperall out at Backbone State Park. It was in the evening, and the kids were playing Gaga, which I still don't quite understand the whole rules of Gaga. But they had lights. They brought in portable lights and all that stuff for the kids, and I'm laying in my tent there, and just hearing the voices of hundreds of kids. I never would have anywhere else had that experience. And then just like that, it was quiet. Everybody went to bed. There was no loud talking. There wasn't any of that stuff. And I just thought, had I not been there in Scouts, I wouldn't have had that experience. And the same at Klaus, going to Camp Klaus. Last year was my first year as Scoutmaster going there. And it's like stepping back in time. And again, you'd have no idea if it was today or 1930 when you're out there. It's a real nice, it kind of transcends time and the technology and all of that stuff. And I'm trying to get our new families that have joined. I'm really hoping that one of the parents or some of them can spend at least one night or even the day there, just to kind of see how technology doesn't rule Camp Klaus yet. Hopefully never, but you know, it's been a lot of fun. Just opportunities. We spent a night Eagle Cave, 2 nights sleeping in a cave. Spent a night on a submarine. The USS Cobia up in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. 2 of my boys were going to Ukpik up at Northern Tier this next winter, and just a lot of the adventures that I've always wanted to do, and Scouts gives me an excuse, you know, to go and do them. So, and it's kind of nice when there's kids that follow. It's harder to get the other adults to go camp out in a snow cave for a week. That was a little harder sell, but yeah, it's an opportunity for the kids, but truthfully for the adults too.